Bird away.
Hello, everybody. Still on the less than ideal setup. It's not terribly less than ideal. Can still stream, huh? But not ideal. I guess it is less than ideal. All right, yeah, we're doing Mumbai this time. Hello, everyone. Bob, hello. Stewie, how's it going? Vulcan Rider, what's crack-a-lackin'? PHG, howdy doody. Yes, Mumbai. I said earlier I wasn't gonna do Russian boats anymore, but kind of want to do it. It's gonna be tough. Otherwise, it's Perry or Seahawk for this one, which we just did last time. So just kind of want to spice it up. Kevin Joy, hello, how's it going? Good to see you. Eric, what's crack-a-lackin'? Mm. Oh, I put out a fire in the liquor store parking lot today. Fire's an overstatement. Someone flicked a cigarette in like a mulch bed and it was smoldering, so I kicked the shit out of it. It's like it smells like someone's having a fire. It was a very minor smoldering. I was debating using one of my beers. I was like, it's not worth it. Just tiny little smolder, but those smolders were persistent, man. They kept freaking smoking as I was kicking them. Tiny little wisps of smoke, but it's all good. Let's do this thing. Do I hang out often in liquor store parking lots when I'm re-upping on beer? Yeah. Yeah, I got 4 packs of beer today. Right? Yeah. I got Guinness, I got some Lord Hobo, got Dogfish Head, and I got some Paul Lanner. All right, so this is Mumbai. I just had to resist the urge to doing an Indian accent. It was tempting, but I resisted. Sink or disable the Viraat before she reaches her escort area. I believe 70% damage will effectively remove her mission capability. Sink or damage the American escorts. That's going to be very tentative. Americans and Indians are declared hostile. You get it. Was this like the French and Indian War or something? There are other PRC subs in the area. Okay. Supply ships to the south will provide logistics and fuel support. That does not matter for this mission. Okay. Weapons. No, we're not going to do a mine. Is Lord Hobo made with real hobo? God, I hope not. What is that from the Zoolander? Derelicht. Okay, what torpedoes are we using? I do not know these torpedoes. This is active passive homing. Speed 29 knots. That's like a Mark 37, dude. I guess we're doing 5365 KE. Just a Vekoma. Yeah, we got the speed, yeah. And then we got the test 70. Wire guided active passive acoustic plus waycoming. 40 knots. Range 10 miles. I gotta get pretty close to do that bad boy. Going full. I mean, the thing with the waycomer is you gotta get behind. So maybe we'll put these two tubes as test 71s, trying to shoot from in front, and then use the wakers if we gotta. Set 53. Yeah, I mean, this is only going to really be useful against like diesel boats or maybe slow merchants. Pirated British Mark 20 active passive technology for gameplay purposes. Both active and passive are modeled. Passive only makes it sound like it's meant to be anti-surface then. But I don't think I'm going to bother with it. It's slow. Slow. No, we don't need any mines. No, we'll just put test 71s on the 5 and 6 rack. And we'll do something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that sounds good. Let's do it. So I edited the sound speed profile, so this should be bottom limited with a mud bottom. I think if the mission editor is it lists it in bottom in terms of bottom types, it lists it rock, which is I know the most propagative, least resistant, whatever you want to call that. Rock, mud, sand. So sand must be the worst then. So I picked mud because sand is nuts. I did a one mission once with sand where I was like a 688i against an Akula 3. It was like a multiplayer thing sometime. And like did not see that Akula 3 until like maybe 1 or 2 miles away. So very realistic, but things happen very quickly at those ranges. Oh my god, my eardrums. Sweet. Sweet shit. That was loud. Alright, this is, wow, okay, yeah, this is much better to look at than the Akula. Okay. Do this kind of thing for now. Let's go to PD. Was that ping not marked? What? Why was that ping not marked? Six knots, freaking cruising, dude. Why is it not marking? Bizarre. Did I get the eyes checked? I did. I got a new pair of glasses already. And tomorrow I'm getting the new pair of glasses is like around the house thing with prism lenses, and then I got a separate pair of computer glasses, which I'm getting the lenses put in tomorrow. I just tried going on my gaming computer before the stream, but it was starting to kick back in. I mean, I'm on my work computer now, and it's not an issue, so I think it really is something kind of psychological. Oh, there's this weird freaking bobbing going on again. But we'll see once I get the new glasses. I mean, I'll be testing it off screen because I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh next week, visiting the Westinghouse headquarters. So next week's stream will happen on the weekend. Yeah, I'll stream. Next Friday's stream will be on the weekend sometime. Don't think you can hear the game. Oh, thank you, PhD. I forgot to unmute the game. Thank you. I thought I pressed the button, but maybe I missed it. Oh my god, I'm very sorry to hear that, Vulcan Rider. Goodness gracious. Vulcan Rider's got bifocals and computer glasses. Yeah, it's I got something going on with like misalignment of my eyes. I'm not even sure I would necessarily need glasses too much at this point if I didn't have it. But yeah, I got misaligned eyes, so I got the prism glasses. The first time I got prism glasses, they weren't covered by insurance, so I paid like $1,000 for them. But this time they are covered by insurance, so I got 2 glasses for like $250. So much better. I don't know if that was a level of eye insurance coverage I had based on the size of the company I was at, or Westinghouse is a big ass company now, or what. But 'tis what it is. Alright, so the conformal I think is more sensitive, so let's come a broadside.
Come left to course 294, helm I.
Let's raise the old ESM.
Raise the ESM mast, chiefly watch I.
I don't say there's anything on the radio, even though I would not do this if it were not a video game in these circumstances, but oh well. Not sure why there's no auto crew for the ESM. Why does the Akula not have this color scheme? It's got that horrific orange on gray, or whatever that color is. Perry Wary, fishing boat, trawler, Seahawk ski. Okay, yes, if I do remember this mission correctly, it's just that Perry that's transmitting the restaurant MCON. And it's probably that Perry pinging, because they're not, I don't think there's selective MCON in this game.
Lower the antenna, chiefly watch I. Lower the
See if we can't see that Perry on the scope. It's very calm out here. I still want to know what's up with that feather thing. I suppose I should try and test it at some point. What's the bearing of this guy? 356. Hot diggity damn tally-ho. Not sure I got the mark.
New contact bearing 357.
Lower. And let's get away from periscope depth.
Make my depth 039. Die I.
That one Russian guy from the previous stream was commenting how the Russian voices are not actually Russian voices. I wonder if it's the same for these Chinese voices. See, this isn't bad. This is much higher contrast here. Was that marked? I don't think so.
Sonar, I have new contact bearing 158.
Dude, this guy's taking a frickin' like dump with the sonar right now. I got a frickin' cultural revolution in his ass. Get the fuck out of here, excuse me. Pardon my French. Let that one slip. Hog.mac, hello. Astigmatism? No, I don't think it's astigmatism. But I don't know. No one's told me it's been astigmatism. They told me misalignment. I thought it was astigmatism for a while before I got the prism glasses. But then they said prism glasses. I'm not sure what the difference is, honestly.
Sonar, I have new contact bearing 161. Designated Sierra 4.
1, 6, 1. It's like embarrassing. Oh, I have 2 trackers only. Yeah, Kilo. Oh, okay. I was on the. Oh, no. Auto cruise is doing. It's auto cruising. 2 trackers. God, that's a freaking hindrance, dude. Spend way too much time reading in school. I spent way too much time on computers as a kid. Oh, very exciting car news. I'm not sure if I told chat that I'm getting a supercharger for my car, but I ordered one back in February and it has arrived. Came yesterday. It's very exciting. kind of being held up by the old Tarifaruski, but I actually like emailed them. I was like, all right, I mean, if this is just gonna like be held up, I want my money back. And they're like, oh my god, your supercharger ship, look at that. So here we go. It is here. It's amazing. If I wasn't going to Pittsburgh next week, I probably would install it this weekend, but I don't want to start that yet. Get some meaty tires while you're at it. Yep, I got some summer tires on there. Alrighty, well that Perry's kind of heading right for us. Should probably do something about that. Do something. Let's go like this away.
2, 3, 0. Helm
He's going very slow, so it's not really an issue. Fishing boat. Fishing boat. TMA has not merged those up for some reason. God, now I'm just thinking about like Command and Conquer Generals. China unit things. China has been generous. If you can do burnouts and overdrive, you probably want wire rubber. Oh yeah, that's for sure. But no, it's not going to be anywhere near that powerful. I'll be curious to see if it breaks traction in first gear. If it does, it's just because it's front-wheel drive, open differential. Let's get a little lapse of judgment going on here. Lapse it up.
JJ on call.
I'm laughing under the presumption that that is like a fake Chinese accent. Too Chasley, too furious. I know the first movie featured family. I don't know if they ever said it's about family in that. I don't remember. I haven't really seen that movie through in a long time. It's not how you stand by your car, it's how you race your car. Remember that. That's my impression of Ja Rule. Did oh, teammates split them out. Interesting. Okay. I mean, that first movie is great. I mean, it's a well-made movie, but the car stuff is silly, and it's fun to quote it ironically. And it's going to be a while before anyone of interest really shows up here. We're not seeing the parry on the conformal, but he is going slow. Slowski. I would like to go slower to conserve battery, but I kind of want to get out of the way of this parry a little bit here. I think superchargers are limited in how much they can actually do. Seems like it's always about 50% more power, which of course is nothing to sneeze at. But turbochargers operate differently, of course.
Con sonar. I have new contact bearing 0, 1.
It actually says I have new contact written out. That's funny. Okay, we've now detected the parry on
I
sonar.
have new contact bearing 3, 5, 4. Designated 6. Con sonar. I have new contact.
China will grow larger.
0, 6. Designated
Okay, these are pings now. Okay, gotcha. Does anyone get that bug where like sometimes you try and like scroll wheel the map and it doesn't work, but then you just move the cursor off and back on, then you can scroll wheel again? Not sure what causes it. It happens enough to be annoying, but not enough to kind of figure out the rule of it. Linkski. My Link died when I was at sea, you know. 40 years at sea. Just trying to think about some way how to incorporate Link into that speech, but nope. Too much work. Having a conserve battery, yuck. Yeah, you said it. I want to smash some atoms, dude. Broke out the mega steak. No way. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like half the time, like when I get like a steak at a restaurant, it's just like enormous. It's like, if I eat this whole thing, I'm just gonna get meat sweats, dude. Why is this so bad about trying to... Oh, going quiet. Oh, baffles? Baffles.
Come right to course. 2, 6, 8. Helm I.
What are we at, like maybe 98 battery? We're doing fine. God, it's loud. Just lighten me up.
Steady on course. 6, 8.
Alright, TMA. Sonar intercept is like the easiest thing to develop solutions for. Where's the ruler? There it is. Wow, this is... It's red. That is hard to see. Those dots are hard to see. This is not my typical monitor, of course, so this is all very hard to see. I'm just gonna leave that alone for now. Conserving the battery is a way of life for the bobbert there. It's the dude who built my new PC. I think this mission I've come like the closest to draining it. When those torpedoes start flying. I guess anytime you're in a kilo and torpedoes start flying, that's just like when the torpedo drain just goes, or sorry, the battery drain just goes through the roof. The roof is on fire. Sounded like a faint ping on the tail end of that other ping. I'm very surprised in this game they didn't give you the option to, like, just turn the pings off. Or have something like Cold Waters where you see a little logo when you get a ping. Because it's very annoying. Yeah, get caught taking a shower, get caught turning on lights. Wow. Sorry if I was just tapping the mic a little bit there. Oh, you know what? Sierra 4 might be another sub. I believe there is a Han out here. I don't think I ever put two and two together that they're called Hans, and there's like, well, it's like the Han Dynasty, but then there's also Han Solo. It's like, oh my god. Let's go that way. It's not going to help my ability to hear Sierra 4 there, which is kind of what I want to do.
Helm aye.
I think I'm being overly concerned with this parry's ability to detect me on active.
Come right to course.
I feel like the AI always use the weakest mode of... I don't even know if they can use different modes of
Come right to course.
active intercept, but I feel like
9.
a surface ship has never detected me via active intercept in this game. Spent very little time running directly off the battery. Most of the time we did zero load off the battery and the diesels. What does that mean? AKA zero flow to the battery gets charged at the same rate you use power. Okay. Ship was directly wired to the batteries. Yeah, it's like a car. Yeah, right. Like, well, right? Yeah. Yeah, the car doesn't run directly off the alternator. It charges the battery. They can't both be CR4.
contact bearing 094. Designated Sierra 8.
Why doesn't it have a tracker?
Steady on course. 349.
No, that is not in LA. It is a 125 though. I don't think we're gonna get a first frequency on the conformal here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any, like, when the surface group gets closer, it's gonna be visual ID. I mean, they could possibly be going fast enough to get sonar ID, but I'm expecting visual ID. Sierra 8, what the heck? Nope. Not a torpedoes. Two propulsion motors run in series. I guess that Perry is a 125 hertz second frequency as well. Alright, let's keep on trucking, partner. Weapons. We got them. They're loaded up, so we got weapons. There's that Perry. What is that?
Come right to course 001. Helm I.
Mark 48 AdCap torpedo. Oh, trawler. Well, which one is it? That's a big difference. What frequency is that? Like 157? 160, I guess? No sub. Not a sub. I mean, a lot of things are 160. There's a trawler. I suppose it's a trawler then. I'm pretty sure in the game they designed it like the trawler is supposed to confuse you for like a warship, and then the fishing boat confuses you for a sub. Maybe also a warship, but it's always a sub. But I know it's like, oh my god. I guess they both kind of can. Could be as fast as a 637 balls out, really. But unstable, that's not good. Oh, we're getting some stuff up here. Trawler. LA. I don't believe you. Which, why is that coming up? And it's gone. Your money's gone. Oh, of course, it has to go like right back to the damn beginning. Whatever it is, it's intermittent. But I think that might be a sub. This frickin' filter sucks. Yeah, it might be a Hansky. Let's take a look at that, oh, I have time-lapse going. That's not wise. Let's take a look at this sound sheet. Han. Trying to go after Han. Don't need your help. 5125 340. 125 340 in the old surface ships. No, I mean, it's not going to be any of those. I mean, that's it. Like I said, there's 160, 125, 340. That's a Nox. It's not going to be that. So that's, I'm going to say that's a Han then, for certain. Suppose it could be a Kilo as well. Doesn't really matter too much. Sierra 4. I feel like that dude's gonna get popped. If that parry does not detect that Han. One degree of too much rudder in the boat could flip upside down. Jesus. Yeah, it's very unstable. It's interesting that it could, that was allowed to be that way. Or however you want to describe that. What is that? That wasn't there a second ago. Not in Ohio. That could very well be a torpedo. I feel like I would see it on the cylindrical, though. Maybe not a torpedo. Not a torpedo. That's the Han. Or we have two Hans.
Con sonar. I have no contact bearing. 068. Designated Sierra 9.
Let's just let auto crew chew for a while. It's horrific sonar. Alright, we're past this parry now. Let's go a little slower. Oh yeah, that rate's almost down to 0, dude. It's the perpetual motion device. A couple of Master Chiefs on board with there when she rolled 89 degrees. Good God. That's surprising that that was recovered from. Or maybe amazing is a better adjective there.
Con sonar. I have new contact bearing 139 designated Sierra 10.
Let's do a little status save there. RRR07 Kilo. I always forget what my nomenclature is. Past parry. I can't hear any of these tracks worth a good gosh darn there, G. Wilkers.
Con sonar. I have new contact bearing 070 designated Sierra 11.
Oh, 2 new tracks. Close aboard. Kilo? I suppose there could be 2 Chinese subs out here. 2 other. There are other PRC submarines in the area. There's no parentheses around S. Copy the broadcast frequently for position updates. Let's try and stream that. Why? Go to 2 knots.
Make turn for 2 knots.
Xenon, hello. Xenon, why do you have to be such a pain in nuclear reactors? I'm just teasing. No, not that it ever did cause any big problem. Xenon's just misunderstood. It didn't cause Chernobyl. They just didn't understand it. That will always baffle me. What are these positional updates they're talking about? There's no solution on Sierra 8. Oh. Has not had a tracker since being marked. Seems like it's kind of disappeared. Or has it? 105. Well, that's one right there. Nothing on that wire. Shove off with your frequent broadcast copying nonsense. Or do they mean just get link data? None of these guys are on link. Two trackers, man. Some archaic stuff. Let's, I doubt it. Let's come to the west and see if we can pick them up on the conformal.
Come left to course 27.
And I
Helm aye.
will bear back. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Here and Das, hello, how goes it? You know, I was sometimes forget and then remember that Dangerous Waters has a 1600 by 1200 mode, but the all the text is so tiny. Like no point in doing it. Let's go to 3 knots. This turn's gonna take forever at 2 knots.
3 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Still gonna take a while at 3 knots. Now let's just speed up for the turn. That's all fine.
Make turn for 4 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Kilo RU. I'm presuming that the Kilo in Russia and Kilo China have no differences in signature. They do not. That would be a problem in certain missions. And also the Kilo Improved has the exact same signature as the normal Kilo. That is weird. But they have different TPKs. The hell is that, Sonalists? Oh, the Mad Max knob. I saw Mad Max for the first time a few weeks ago. An interesting movie. I think it's one of those. It's the sequel is generally considered to be much better, huh? It's an interesting movie to be sure, but his car was sweet at the end there. I mean, it doesn't really show up till the end, but it's a pretty sweet car. Oh, Vulcan Rider. I'm getting like, it's a long story. I'm getting kind of like nauseous when I sit at my gaming computer. So right now I'm streaming from not my work computer, but I'm at my work desk using my work monitors. I have the computer itself over here, but something about sitting at my gaming desk has been making me dizzy, so I am streaming from my work desk. And I don't feel like setting up the camera. I suppose I could. Hopefully it'll be better after this next week once I get my new glasses this weekend. We'll have to learn to play this sim. Oh, it's not too bad. There's a lot of redundancy in that manual. Don't be too intimidated by it. It's probably only actually really like
Steady on course.
150 pages of interesting content. Or new content. Oh yeah, definitely check out the tutorial series. Yeah, I'm always like a type for me where it's like if it's something like the software I use at work is incredibly complicated. So it's like if someone just hands me a manual, it's like, well, what do you want me to do with this? I definitely prefer like having that kind of visual guided instruction. So that was like my basis for making the tutorial series there. Learn the basics and then you can go crazy getting more advanced from there. Cold Waters was what, 53 pages? I don't think I've ever even read the Cold Waters manual. I may have looked at it once. Cold Waters is much more intuitive. Well, they also have the guided tutorial in game. There's a tutorial mission, so the manual doesn't really serve too much of a purpose in Cold Waters. At least I've never felt the need to really reference it. Manuals never go in depth enough. Like, I always want them to, maybe it does, and I'm just not aware, but I always want them to explain, like, how everything works. There's always omissions, never fully detailed. The M&W manual will not be that way. At least not at first. Maybe at some point it will. Dangerous Water should have tutorial missions. There are default ones, aren't they? Aren't there? I think, yeah. I mean, I'm sure I did them once or twice, but I can't even remember them. Oh, we studied on this course, didn't we? Yes, sir. Nope, not seeing nothing to the north yet. Still too far away. That Perry's pretty far. Let's go to PD. See if we can't see nothing. Always go to 5 knots for PD in this game. Lest you drift. Lest you drift. Or broach, rather. That's what I mean to say. Have I tried toggling HDR? This work monitor is not HDR capable. And then my gaming monitor has like pseudo HDR. It can just get really bright. Doesn't really have HDR. I think it was like maybe like a year ago. Whenever it was. Yeah, I think it was like a year ago. It was like right around when Stalker 2 came out. I tried to get some like 2 different new fancy OLED type monitors. I think one was actually an IPS, but they're fancy new ones. But both of them like gave me like incredible eye strain. I'm not sure what that was all about, but I had to return them. I ended up going back to my normal monitor that I've had for a while. That was a very bizarre thing. Oh, good old quick missions. I used to get, well, the Dangerous Waters videos are not, they don't do as well as they used to. Obviously the game is falling out of the whatever little zeitgeist still presence it had. But I used to get a lot of questions about the quick missions, and I'm always like, don't play the quick missions, they're crap. It feels like someone was kind of slapped it together in an afternoon.
Do it.
Vulcan Rider, thanks for subscribing. I don't know why those are not
Lord
playing
Vader.
sound. That's supposed to play something. Oh, you know what? It's probably the this overlay. I think I need to fix it in the streaming software. But I will impersonate what is supposed to happen. Cha-ching! Do it. Do what must be done. Lord Vader. Did it play on the stream? Why am I not hearing it? I have it set to monitor. I'm supposed to hear it. I'm not hearing it. I want to hear it. It did it, huh? Okay. I'm not hearing it for some reason. Well, you got it twice, so there you go. Happy birthday. Who uses active on us? This Perry down here is pinging. That's not a Perry. That's a Perry. And then I think there's 2 like American escorts. These guys are pingers for this HMS Viraat, this Indian aircraft carrier. Check the old Asemski.
Raise the ESM mast. Chiefly watch eye.
That's bizarre. Why am I not hearing it? I want to hear it. I want to hear the stream silliness. Oh yeah, they're transmitting. Another Perry, Seahawk, Trawler, Sprints!
I have a new contact bearing.
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, that was wrong. I was like, Perry. The Perry's down here.
New contact bearing 000.
Maybe I just kind of derped. But yeah, there's a Tycho. Oh, I saw some graphic the other day. There were only like 6 or so Ticonderogas left in active duty in the U.S. Navy. It's like, God. That's gnarly. And I was also, I think, perusing Wikipedia and said the Spruances could have been in service until 2019, but they were much more manpower intensive than the Burkes, so that's why they were early retired.
Lower the ESM mast.
Let's see if we can't see anything up that away. I don't think so, but we'll take a look. Oh, yep.
New contact bearing 013.
There's the Viraat right there, pretty sure.
6.
There's one of them
New contact bearing
Indian cruiser things.
0.
I think that's it for now.
Make my depth 039. Die I.
Oh, there's something on sonar. Is that marked?
Con sonar. I have new contact
You son of a
bearing.
bitch. This guy sucks.
1, 2.
Needs to be purged. Gonna guess VO2 and Sierra 12 are one and the same. Can't say for certain though. Okay, merged them up with the ESM. Okay, there you go. Nine Tycho's active. Okay. There are only 26 688s left in service. Sounds about right. Yeah, they're getting old. Or rather, they are old. The Cheyenne is 30 years old, dude. It's nuts. Cheyenne is the last LA boat, for those who are not aware. There's one thing the U.S. Navy is actually building, its subs. I think they're doing they're doing subs, and I think like a pretty steady stream of Burkes too, huh? Got wasted the day they decommed the Bremerton just because. That's the spirit. Yeah, U.S. military industrial capacity is in a very disturbing state right now. Done some deep dives on it recently. It's disturbing. I like how these smokestacks are just like pure black. They're not like textured, it's just pure black. It's like that, whatever that material is that you can like paint cars with, that's just like super black and just looks weird. And subs aren't even being built at the rate that they would like to be built at. Vanta Black? Sounds about right. Just shelved the new JFK. Yeah, I got delayed again. I don't think anyone likes Donald Rumsfeld, do they? His decision to put all the new tech in the Ford class at once was such a dumb decision. That's like building things 101. You don't make everything new at once. You like roll it out one piece of tech at a time. All those Nimitzes that have been built since then should have been getting this new tech to test out. Hard to build ships without people, that's very true. I feel like I'm gonna counter. What is it when you like hindsight is 2020? What's like the figure of speech for that? What is that? It's like a is that an empty platitude? I was gonna counter an empty platitude with another empty platitude. I don't know if it's gonna be an empty platitude, but it's like hindsight's 2020 for the post Cold War drawdown, but then also the attitude that like great power conflict was over in the 90s was also naive and short-sighted. I mean, you can understand why they came to that conclusion because no one was around, but it's like it would come back eventually. Yeah, you tend to have to be near water to make ships. I don't know if you actually are near water or not, PhD. I mean, that's one of my issues with nuclear jobs. A lot of them are kind of in the middle of nowhere. Or at least, you know, a lot. Like, not a lot. I mean, a decent chunk. I'm not going to say all of them, of course. But a decent chunk are. Oh, dead smack in the middle of the country? Yeah. Yeah, that would be an issue. Weren't the Perrys were tested on the Great Lakes, right? Were they built somewhere, like in like Minnesota or Wisconsin or something? I don't know these things, or like New York, but like Great Lakes, New York. Vulcan Rider is very happy working from home. I actually kind of do miss the office a bit. I'm a bit of a, I guess, shy person, for lack of a better word, so requires a little extra effort when you work from home to kind of have yourself known. And I also think I focus better in the office as well. No on the parries? Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of like LCSs. I thought something was built like in the Great Lakes and then had to like traverse the St. Lawrence Seaway. I have no idea what the hell I was talking about. It's just something that's in my brain. Apparently one of the big things with the shipyard decline is like the removal of what was it? It's like the move of America from pension systems to like individual retirement systems. Like people would stay at the shipyards because you kind of get locked into like that pension plan back in the day. But now that you can like move around, people have. It's not the whole story, but it's a facet of it. Okay, yeah, I understand that drive-by cubicle problem. I never had that issue. I was never, I guess, high up enough to have that issue. But I can understand that for sure. There's got to be some way to mitigate that. But I like being the opposite because I'm a distractible person. If something's hard or if I can't focus, I tend to meander and do other things. Wasp. Nope, that's the Virat. I keep saying Viraat. I don't know how it's pronounced. Oh my god. Every single ship in existence. D-Pack. Oh, I did want to look in here at the different kilo types. Is this the horrific model one? No, it looks pretty much the same, I think. Yeah, I don't think the models are any different between the kilo improved and the kilo. You know, after playing Cold Water for so long, like the way they angle the camera and the models in this game just makes everything look like crap. The camera's like very close to this model, but in Cold Waters it's like further away and has a more like telephoto look. It zooms it in, which is why this looks like zoomed out. I don't know if anything I said made sense just now, unless you already understand cameras. Let's go back like easterly.
Come right to course 074. Helm aye.
Just come in kind of meanderingly steaming west. That's a random update to that solution all of a sudden. Focal length, there you go. Vulcan Riders got it. Yeah, I've been very fortunate in my life to never have a bad commute. I don't know how people do that day in and day out. Ah, Skyline Drive. That is a road I surprisingly never drove when I lived back in Maryland for most of my life. At some point I'd like to do like a road trip down south where I hit up Skyline Drive and then also like Tail of the Dragon. Doesn't necessarily have to be Tail of the Dragon, because that's like the busy one. There's lots of other roads in that area in Tennessee that look fantastic. I'm sure there are a bunch of great roads north of me here in like New Hampshire and Vermont too. Lots of mountains. Wherever there's mountains, there'll be good roads. The longest my commute ever was, I think, was like 35 minutes, and that was... It's not really that the commute itself was bad, it's just how much time it takes out of your day. And even then, I realize that's short, but I like my free time. Oh, okay. Probably getting close to wrapping DW up for the day and heading over to Stalker Do. This campaign is so weird. Like, this is a very long setup mission. Whereas, like, some of those other missions, they just throw you right into the frickin' fray, like the last mission or Sovietskaya. It's very bizarre. Virginia Southern Civil War accent? What? I know your quality. The road along the Appalachians runs from Massachusetts to Alabama. That's the Appalachian Trail. That's like a bike trail. I don't think there's a road that generally follows that. Wolfsboro, New Hampshire. Keep that in mind. There's some kind of nice road really far up in New Hampshire. It's like 2.5 hours from here. Love to check it out. It's pretty far to just do on a whim and have to plan it out. My first job made us take like an hour-long break. Hour-long lunch break. It was bizarre. Wasn't ever sure why. Or not enough steak. Oh, touche. Oh. Skyline's driving Dragon's Tail. There's Tail of the Dragon, which is like a specific road in Tennessee. And the Skyline drives a road in Virginia. Maybe I'm thinking of a different road on one of those.
Sonar, I have new contact bearing 034. Designated Sierra 13.
13. Newport, huh? You know, it kind of looked like that in the periscope. And that they had like an LST here or whatever this thing is. LPA. Why does it have that front thing like deployed in the model? Doesn't have it here in the photo. Whatever that thing is. There's a Viraat out there somewhere. Dragon's Tail to North Carolina. It's somewhere like in that North Carolina, Tennessee, Appalachian, whatever region. Electrolf, hello, yeah, that's what I was just talking about. I don't know. I don't know. It's not in the photo for the platform reference. I gotta clean this mouse, dude. I right-clicked there like 3 or 4 times. I am not sure. Hope you do well. Happy to see Dangerous Waters again. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're just about to wrap this up here for today, actually. Head on over to Stalker D. So, yeah, let's do it. Alright, guys, thanks for watching this episode of DW. Looks like it's going to get spicy next time. Try and take out this Viraat, whatever. Alright, so we'll see you guys next time. For everyone else hanging out for Stalker 2, see you in a second. For everyone else, see you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.